What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm joined by my boy from Rejected Heroes Media, Darnell Ingram, for one of my favorite DC animated movies of all time, the Justice League Flashpoint Paradox, directed by Jay Oliva. This film has quite a bit of good names in it. You got Kevin Conroy as Batman / Bruce Wayne, Michael B. Jordan as Cyborg, Kevin McKidd as Batman or Thomas Wayne, C. Thomas Howell as Professor Zoom or Reverse Flash, and Justin Chambers as The Flash or Barry Allen. Cary Elwes plays Aquaman, a man Nathan Fillion plays Green Lantern, and Greg Griffin plays Nor Allen. There's a lot of other big names, but I'm not gonna just sit here and name off names. So before I really get into the review, I'm gonna let my boy Darnell say his piece on this movie. Let's see what he has to say.
Justice League Flashpoint Paradox. Before I start the video off, let me start off by saying thank you again to my man Robbie for letting me be on this video, and just let me just do my thing with him and you guys, the subscribers, the watchers on his channel. This is awesome time. First DC movie collaboration I've done all year, actually. So yeah, Robbie, thanks again for letting me get on your video, man, and let's get into it. Justice League Flashpoint Paradox is the umpteenth, well, it's kind of the start of the new 52 DC animated universe that been going on. It kind of just wrapped up, I think, last year with Justice League Dark Apocalypse War. That movie was crazy. It was the movie that started it all off. The Flashpoint Paradox is based off of a very famous comic book of the same name, and now I got an animated movie. And is it good? What's up, guys? For me, I actually had a great time with it. It was good revisiting this movie that started off a whole universe. It's got some flaws a little bit. At the end of the day, it was a great animated movie. I enjoyed it a lot. So let's just get into the pros and cons. I believe that Justice League Flashpoint Paradox, you can watch it on HBO Max now. If you haven't seen it, check it out. You have a good time with it. Here we go. Okay, first of all, like I said, the acting in the movie, it's kind of hard to do acting in an animated movie because you just got to go off of the voice actors. No, Kevin Conroy is the voice of Batman, and that's always a plus because he will forever be Batman. That's the only animated voice of Batman we ever will need in the history of all time. I think about it. I think the cast of all the Justice League from the the original OG Justice League, I think they're the voice cast in this movie. So maybe I'm not looking it up. I'm just guessing. Just know the voice casting in the movie was good. Plot in the movie, more or less, okay, the movie opens up with, you got Flash and everything, just, doing his thing, and then you got his Reverse Flash, the evil Flash. He gets on the scene, he pretty much just like, yeah, I just want to, just fuck your world up, Flash. I'm just going to blow up this museum, and, the henchmen I got, I'm just going to take them all, too. We're going to blow up the city, typical bad guy shit. Justice League comes in, they're like, you know what, let's just fucking just stop you, Zoom, from doing that. And as they do, they save the day. The day is saved thanks to the Powerpuff Girls. Wait a minute, getting my crossovers mixed up. But anyway, Flash decided that, you know what, I think I want to just go back in time and just, save my mom. Who wouldn't want to do that? He goes back in time, but he ends up making a Flashpoint Paradox. What he means is that when you change something in the past, it alters the future drastically. Talking about, DC OG time travel rules, not, the new time travel shit that we learned in Endgame and shit. So bear with me. Going back to the old ways where it's like, okay, yeah, change something in the past, the future is just altered drastically. So there you go. Flash goes back to the present, which is his new future. Time travel, so weird. But futures change drastically. Now you got a war between the Atlanteans and the Amazons, and they're just pretty much just like about to just cause so much chaos, the world's just gonna explode and blow up, and Flash gotta stop that. While teaming up with the new Justice League, sorta kinda, because now we got a new Batman who's actually Thomas Wayne, because Bruce actually got killed in the new timeline, and Thomas took up the mantle as Batman. This Batman is badass. Okay, for the movie, I'm gonna say, like I said, the story of the movie is so good, it's so rich, it's really good. This is one of the first animated movies I remember seeing back in the day with DC that was like, yo, this shit is bloody and gory as hell. I gotta just say, fuck, my 8-year-old mind could not take that. One of the standout characters for me is definitely Thomas Wayne as Batman, because he is just awesome. Batman plays no game, he used the guns, he got the bullets, and he's just snapping necks, and he's just taking out trash. The way I like to say it done. On-screen adaptation of Batman has just been asked by fans, like, can we get this live action? I'd like to see a Batman cut loose live action, even though we kind of got that in Batman v Superman in that warehouse scene. Man, the warehouse scene, the best part in Batman v Superman. Really love this Batman incarnation. Thomas Wayne's Batman, holy crap, he just got it done. Like I said, the storyline itself between the Atlanteans and the Amazons, like, they were going at it, and like, you understand why and how it happened, The way it just gets so deep and the way people just get massacred and died is shit. shit is really brutal. Man, I say any cons about the movie, the fact that, okay, I'm gonna say the first half of the animation, before they time hop and shit, I was kind of like, everyone looks like they're kind of melting, or they kind of like off model, like they look like really ugly. Like the first half of the animation is really ugly, because their character designs are really over the top and just disproportionate. I feel like when we went to the future, then it like, okay, now the animation looks a little bit cleaner, because now everyone looks like, okay, they look like regular human beings and not like, you know, deformed robots or something. And at the end of the day, just to leave Flashpoint Paradox, I had a good time with it. I enjoyed this movie a lot. Like I said, Rob, thanks for letting me get on the channel and watch this movie and review it with you. I love it so much, and you are awesome. Animation movie is great. Story movie is great. Characters movie are awesome. Like I say, even though some of them are little, you know, like robots, and they're little, you know, ugly robots at that. Five Nights at Freddy deformation of robots, but I'm just saying. At the end of the day, if I had to rate this movie if it came out now, I easily would say that Justice League Flashpoint Paradox is easily a 9 out of 10, which is definitely worth buying and owning on Blu-ray. Thanks again, Robbie, for letting me do this video with you guys, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And as always, subscribe. Until next time.
All right, well, thank you for joining me, my man. That was awesome. Now let's get into some of my thoughts. This movie is absolutely phenomenal, man. I really cannot wait for the live-action Flash movie to take place with the Flashpoint Paradox. I'm really hoping that they kind of take notes from a lot of these DC animated films, because if DC starts doing that with their live-action films, I think that they would get a lot better fan reception. Between the tone of this movie, the acting, obviously the animation is more where it's at because you can physically see it, but to hear these voice actors get so deep into what the script is saying and how everything that's happening on screen is really, really well done. I love the Flashpoint Paradox part of the movie. Obviously, it's called Flashpoint Paradox, but I love the way how they went about it. So in the Flashpoint Paradox, I'll just give you a brief synopsis. Instead of Batman's parents or Bruce Wayne's parents being killed, Bruce Wayne himself is killed. So that causes Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne to just go off the rails, and Thomas Wayne becomes Batman, but a vicious Batman that actually uses guns and kills. And then Martha Wayne becomes the Joker, like legit the Joker, not even Harley Quinn, she becomes the Joker. It's like very interesting to see that the different side of that. And this Aquaman and Wonder Woman are at war because Aquaman and Wonder Woman hook up and Queen Mira is not about it, and then Queen Mira finds out and comes at Wonder Woman, and well, Wonder Woman kills her, and Aquaman ain't about that either. So he vows to go to war against the Amazonians. So that's what you got a lot of in this paradox, is just this big, like, global war that really is destroying the world. What are you gonna do? So Barry has an opportunity to save his mother, so he runs back in time, saves her, and that's what happens. He creates this entire new timeline where everything is askew. And the only person that really knows it is Professor Zoom in the movie, or Reverse Flash. And he's like, well, you already know what you gotta do, man. You know, which sucks, because all Barry wanted was just to spend time with his family. But it turns out that it needs to happen. It's a fixed point in time that needs to happen in order for everything to be the way that it is. Man, the way how this is directed is just beautiful. I love the action in this, the way how you just feel this impending doom, because these heroes are supposed to be on the same side. You know, in the normal timeline, these heroes are together. They're the Justice League. But in this timeline, Batman kills when he doesn't kill in the normal timeline. Wonder Woman is, in essence, kind of bad, and Aquaman just wants to kill her. You know, Aquaman and Norm and Black Manta are all kind of on the same team when Black Manta is an Aquaman villain, you know? So it's just crazy to see the team-ups and everything that go into this movie. I just love the way how these voice actors did this movie, you know, did their characters in this movie, because again, it just makes you really feel. You really feel with this movie. There's a quote that Barry's mother, Nora, says in the beginning of the movie. She says, "Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the knowledge to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference." And that is such an amazing quote that I have employed in my actual life, because my parents have taught me that a lot, and it's been said a lot, and it's true. She says that when he's a kid, you know, just accept the things that you cannot change and have the knowledge to change the things you can. And that bodes well for the entire tone of the film. It's like, Barry, yes, you have the power now to change the past. But when you change the past, you also change the future, and you don't know exactly what you're going to change. You could literally step on a a wire in the past, and apparently it changes the entire future of a million people. So, you know what I mean? So to go back in time and change such a momentous event as his mother dying, getting killed by Professor Zoom, that creates eons of change. Superman is being held in a government facility, and he's not this big, bulky hero. He is literally this scrawny man, scared of anything because he's been in darkness away from the sun because they know what his powers are. He gets released throughout the movie because Cyborg and Flash and a lot of other heroes, they get together and try to stop this war between Aquaman and Wonder Woman because they know it's going to destroy the Earth. So Flash is like, the world needs Superman. Superman is the key. So Cyborg, working for the government, kind of goes against the government and, you know, helps him release Superman. And it does kind of help, but at the same time, there is literally nothing else that can be done except if Barry just goes back and undoes what he did. And it sucks. But this movie really paints in picture that you have to live with the consequences of life. Like, that's just something that happens. We do not have the power and ability to change anything in the past like these heroes do in these comics and movies. You know, and even if they do, they realize, well, things are 10 times worse now. You know, we should have just left things how they were. It's just, it all falls back to, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the knowledge to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that's the lesson Barry needed to learn, the wisdom to learn the difference. Even in the live action Flash show, it's still, it's seasons in, and this man is still learning about how to not change the timeline. Doing certain things affect the timeline and change the future and, you know, affecting the past and everything. So it's just a great, great installment in the DC franchise. This movie, when it came out in 2013, I have to imagine changed a lot for DC in a positive way, as in something that we as DC fans have wanted to see on the live screen. You know, and I would love for this live action movie with Ezra Miller and Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck and all these actors, hopefully Henry Cavill. I've seen a little report. I'm not sure how true it is, but, you know, I'll keep it as hearsay for now on this channel, that Henry Cavill actually reprises his role as Superman. So we'll see what happens with that. But I just hope that they do it justice, because this Flashpoint movie was through the roof, man, through the roof. Man, all I gotta say is, Aquaman, why couldn't you have just stayed with Mira, bro? You had to go and dilly-dally with Diana. Man, I get it. She's an Amazonian. She's gorgeous. She's a god. But so are you. You're the god of the sea, man. You had a beautiful queen. What are you doing, bro? Sheesh. Lust, and power. That is what led to war. Bro, like, this man slept with an Amazonian. So the queen of Atlantis is like, oh yeah, you think you can sleep with my man? Like, oh gosh, man. Jealousy. Hell hath no fury, man. Thank you all for joining me in this collaborative review. Hats off again to Darnell for joining me in this and for his amazing thoughts. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And hopefully he'll be on the channel more if he so chooses to be. I would love to have his awesome presence here. The link to his channel is going to be down below, and any other social media links that he has will be in the box below. Like and comment on this video, and please subscribe to both of our channels if you aren't. Thanks, guys. Until the next one.